Hey guys, so welcome to my channel. I'm Kat, and today I'm going to show you how to do this easy, natural makeup look for the weekend, for getting ready in the mornings to go to work or to go to school, using very little products. Make sure you check the box down below to see which products I used. If you have any questions, leave me a comment down below, and I hope you enjoy this video. Okay, so we're going to start with the concealer, and I like to put this under my eyes and a little bit on my forehead, nose, right on the top of my lip here because I have a scar there. I like to pat this in with my fingers. I'm also going to take some and put it around the mouth area here because for me it tends to be a little bit dark around here. I like to do concealer first because it makes the overall skin tone better when you have foundation on top of it so that everything is more even. I also use a pretty light foundation that's kind of sheer, so the coverage underneath is really important. This concealer I'm using is the Maybelline concealer, Fit Me concealer in 20 Sand. It doesn't have to be perfectly blended because we're going to put the foundation on top and we will blend it all together. So the foundation I'm using today is the MAC Studio Face and Body, and I'm in the color C2. It's a water-based foundation, so we have to shake it up to get it all mixed. I'm just going to put some on the back of my hand. I'm going to use my Real Techniques brush. It's the foundation brush. And then we will put that on top of the concealer, and now we can blend everything in. I like to start from the center of my face and then blend outwards. And then also don't forget to get under your jawline so it blends seamlessly. Now for this side. And don't forget to blend under the eyes because before we just patted it down with our fingers, and we want to make sure that all of that is now blended out with our brush. And also don't forget the neck. Blend it down. Just a little bit more. So underneath this foundation and base, I already put on my moisturizer and my sunscreen. I love this foundation because it's light, but also very dewy and natural, and it's great for dry skin. And I have dry skin, and a lot of foundations will not blend nicely with my skin because they'll cling onto patches, but this one doesn't. And also the color match is really good. So this is the foundation. See how it's very dewy, and also you can still see my skin through it. So after the foundation, I like to add a little powder on top. I'm going to use a BH Cosmetics 125 brush. It's a little powder brush. It's a small one. The powder that I'm using is a Makeup Forever. It's their Ultra HD Microfinishing loose powder. I don't do too much powder because I do have dry skin, but I also want to make sure that my foundation stays, so I put a very small thin layer of powder on top, mostly under my eyes because that's where it tends to crease. And then I also like to go right under the nose area on the upper lip. I also like to put a little on the forehead. A little bit on the cheeks and the chin, just so that the powder blush lays nicely. So next I like to go in with a blush, and the blush that I'm using is a Milani Baked Blush in the color 5 Luminoso. This one is quite popular on YouTube, and for a good reason. It's a really good blush. I like to go right here where my cheekbones are the highest, and it's like a diagonal, and I bring it quite low here because I do have a more angular face, so I like to put the blush a little lower. I also like to bring it to the temples. So that's the blush. So next we're going to go in with a bronzer, and the one that I'm using is this Fenty bronzer in Shady Biz. It was part of a little set from Sephora. It's the mini one, so I'm going to use this and just contour a little bit, and then just make sure that I'm using the same brush, by the way, and I'm just going to make sure that this kind of blends in with the blush. And also bring this up here into the temples and edges of my face. I like to put it on my jawline here. Also on this side. And then just go over the outer edges of your face to slim it a little bit. I'm also going to take a little bit of the bronzer and just brush the sides of my nose. Nothing precise, but just a little bit of shading. So for the brows, I'm going to go in with Boy Brow by Glossier, and it's in the color black. I like to just put in this Boy Brow and it's good to go because I am just too lazy to really deal with the whole eyebrow pencil. That takes too much time. This is much faster and simpler, and it gets the job done. So the brows are already done and it was super fast. So next I'm going to go in and do my eyes, and for my eyes I'm going to go with something really simple, and something that I use every day is the E.L.F. Trio Baked Shadow in Peach Please, and it's one of my favorite little sets of trio shadows ever because these colors are super versatile and it's great for an everyday, easy, neutral eye look. So I'm going to take this first color here. That's a champagne-y, shimmery color. and put that near the inner corners and underneath on the lower lash line. And then with whatever's left over, I'm just going to sweep this across. So we can blend it later. And then just kind of drag this out a little so that under your eyes you have a little bit of shimmer. And then I'm going to take this second color here with the same brush. It's a flat shader brush, and just put that in the middle of the eye on the lid. And grab some more and put it on the other side. So that is the shadow that I have so far. So next I'm going to deepen this shadow look just a little bit with the darker brown color. And I'm going to use a brown blending brush and pick up this dark brown and then just use it on the outer corners and a little bit underneath. And then just blend that out. And then kind of blend it into your crease. A little bit more. So now the outer corners are a little bit more deepened. Because this is a daytime weekends look, I'm not going to go a little too crazy with the smokiness, so I'm just going to leave it like this. So next I'm going to go in with the liner, and I'm going to use a shimmery brown liner because it's very natural. It's the Marc Jacobs Highliner in Cocoa. It's one of the best eyeliners I've used. It doesn't really smudge, and it stays on all day. I highly recommend this at Sephora. And then also do the bottom. And then I'm just going to extend the liner just a little bit out to elongate the eyes a little bit. So you see the difference there between this eye that's lined and this one that's not. And go ahead and do this side. So after it's lined, I like to smudge it out a little bit so that it's more natural. And I usually find smudging with my finger is the easiest. And also the liner blends in a little bit better when you smudge it out. First I'm going to curl my lashes. Okay, so now I'm going to add in some mascara. So the mascara that I'm using today is the Monsieur Big Mascara by Lancome. This is how the wand looks like for this mascara. So for my lips, I'm going to use this Glossier Balm.com in Cherry. It's one of my favorite Glossier products ever because it's a balm but also has a slight reddish tint, so it's great for every day. So I just like to put a little bit on my lips. And that is the finished look for a natural and easy makeup for the weekends or for getting to work really fast or for school. I hope you guys enjoyed this. And let me know if you have any questions or comments. Leave it down below. And remember to subscribe and like the video. Thanks for watching.